Hey you guys, it's Kristina and welcome to day 2 of the Healthy for the Holidays pre-book launch challenge. Thank you so much for joining me. 9 videos, 9 meals, 9 days, a book, and tons of giveaways to help get you healthy for the holidays. And there may even be a bonus video for you on day 10. Today, I'm gonna be sharing with you a very intense story of my first Thanksgiving eating fully raw nearly 10 years ago. Yes, you heard me right. I've not eaten a real Thanksgiving turkey in 10 years, and my first experience eating raw vegan with my family on this holiday was a very memorable story that I will never forget. This is a transformation story, not just of my journey, but also my family who has come to accept, adopt, and love and appreciate this lifestyle with me. If you haven't already signed up for this free challenge or gotten your shopping list or meal plan, you can get them now on my website at FullyRaw.com, or you can click on the link in the description of this video. Your goal is to eat just one fully raw meal a day throughout this challenge and hopefully throughout the rest of the holidays. The purpose of this challenge is to inspire you to eat healthy during the holidays and to celebrate the launch of my first book coming out on January 5th called The Fully Raw Diet. This challenge gives you the opportunity to order the book online before it's released in stores nationwide. You can even gift a copy of the book to your friends or your family this holiday season. Did I mention we have a ton of prizes for this challenge? When you go to the website, you'll see a sign-up page where you can submit your email or sign up for different levels of entry to win a ton of prizes. All the different ways for you to win are outlined on the website. Everyone who signs up and who actively participates daily by liking and commenting and sharing the videos will get a free PDF of recipes that didn't make it in my book and will be eligible to win one of the following: a Vitamix blender, a juice presso juicer, a cool fully raw produce shopping bag, glass straws, t-shirts, a spiralizer, a year's worth of water from Evermore Water, and a cute wooden utensil set. On top of that, if you participate and purchase a copy or more of my book, you are entered in to win even more prizes of things that include my personal beaded bracelets, a dinner made for you just by me, random phone calls in the middle of the day by me to make you smile, and more. To sign up for this challenge, go to my website at FullyRaw.com or click in the link in the description of this video. It's day 2, and I'm gonna be sharing with you a personal story. My first Thanksgiving eating fully raw. Can you imagine? I know this may sound crazy to many people, but it's a story of strength and willpower, humor, and, well, it has Kristina written all over it. This story is not just about how I transformed my mind, but my lifestyle, and how I still maintain this lifestyle today. I think it's important to share this story because I'm sure many of you have been in a situation like this before. Here's how I felt and how I handled it. When I first went fully raw, I was 18. I'm now 28, which means I've been living and eating a fully raw lifestyle for 10 years now. I recently posted an anniversary video, linked below, that shares my journey, but this story needs to be documented for different reasons. My first Thanksgiving, eating fully raw. Man, I am at a loss for words sometimes when I think about this story. Imagine growing up in a family culturally centered around food. Those of you who have followed me for a while know that I'm half Lebanese and I'm half Ecuadorian. Food is a huge component of companionship, passion, relationships, bonding, and satisfaction within a family, within my family. It's life. Almost all of my memories of my grandmother and my mother growing up are in the kitchen. My mother was always making, very fatty and meat-heavy Lebanese dishes, as well as my grandmother and my aunts. Things like grape leaves, kibenaye, hummus, baklava. And then on the other side of my lineage, my dad was always making, chicken, beans, and rice fried every night. The one thing that my parents had in common food-wise was massive amounts of olive oil. My siblings and I practically ate olive oil as a main course growing up. You would think this was good, this high-fat diet, practically non-existent of fruits and vegetables, but it actually ended up giving me numerous health problems as a young teen, my biggest one being hyperglycemia, which is the onset of type 2 diabetes. And this experience with food and becoming unhealthy at an early age is what led me to eat FullyRaw and made me shift to eating this lifestyle in one night and never going back. My first year eating FullyRaw was rough. I plan to share a bonus interview with my family on day 10 of this challenge, sharing a little bit more about my transitional experience. Mainly, I struggled with family support, understanding, eating this way socially around my huge, ginormous family. If you've ever seen my big fat Greek wedding, take that, multiply it by 2, and then add in a Latino component. Welcome to my life. You get to see this. You get to see this here, and if you guys watch my Snapchat, you will get to see plenty of, clips of my family having fun and how truly immersed in our cultures we still are. My family thought I was crazy when I first started eating this way. That may be an understatement, actually. Even in the last interview that I did with my judo, he made a comment in there saying like, "Woo, we thought you was nuts." My siblings supported me. My sister even ate raw with me for about 6 months. My dad was easily converted because, well, I'm his youngest, I'm his nana, but my mom, my grandmother, whew, it wasn't just a change of diet for them, it was a rejection of culture. Before my first Thanksgiving eating FullyRaw, I went away to college at Vanderbilt, so I had time to adapt and readjust, study my body, and become truly passionate about this lifestyle. When I came home, it was rough. I'm a Pisces. I'm extremely independent, and I march to the beat of my own drum. I always follow my heart, and I do what I feel is best. Because I was so young and passionate that this had changed my life. I learned very quickly that trying to get my family to eat this way with me only backfired quickly. I had to take other approaches that I learned over the years that have worked far more successfully. I remember that day as if it were yesterday. All of my aunts, grandmother, and my mom were cooking for 2 days straight for this Thanksgiving dinner. And like every Thanksgiving dinner, there was stuffed turkey, Lebanese food, raw meats, dishes, swimming in olive oil, the works. And I showed up to my first Thanksgiving feast with a plate of about 12 different colored pears. It was a nice plate though. I thought it was beautiful. In a funny way, my mom literally tried to abandon me that day. It wasn't just my intermediate family at this Thanksgiving dinner, but it was all of my millions of gajillions of cousins and aunts and uncles joining us. And I was actually told that day that I couldn't sit at the adult table and that I had to sit at the kids' table with my pears because I would embarrass everyone. I'd basically been told that I couldn't sit at the table with everyone else. I had to sit alone. And keep in mind that this is no longer the case at all with my entire family, and my mom and I have come a full 180 and we're so close now, and she and the rest of my family on both sides, on the Lebanese and the Latino side, are in full support of me. And if you follow me on social media or Facebook or Instagram, you can see the love. But on this specific day, people looked at me as if I had some type of disease. And not just any disease, but one of the quiet ones that nobody talks about in front of your face. So back to Thanksgiving dinner. Someone intervened and told me that I could sit at the table with everyone else, and so I did. There I was, sitting at the table with everyone else eating Thanksgiving dinner, and I was sitting there with my plate of organic, multicolored, seasonal pears. Did I feel insecure? No, but I did feel a little bit nervous because I knew that everyone was watching me intensely. And that's when it happened. This moment when my jijo brought out the turkey and set it in the middle of the table. And I'm not sure why or how this happened, but my mind had this flash image of a dead human sitting in the middle of the table. And I had to shake my head for a minute and just come back to reality. And I realized there was only a giant cooked turkey in the middle of the table. My eyes were watering, my stomach was churning, and I was really trying to hold down whatever emotions were coming up for me at the time. For a splash second, I had thought there was a dead human laying in the middle of our Thanksgiving table, and everyone had just finished saying a prayer over it. I will be completely honest with you. My intention is not to offend anyone or hurt anyone's feelings here. This is merely what I saw in my head and what I had felt at the time. The lifestyle, the thoughts, the journey, all of this was very fresh to me, and I was seeing everything with new eyes. My life had been drastically changed just by changing my diet. My hyperglycemia was no more, and I was no longer having any blood sugar issues at all, and I still haven't to this day. I have come a long way since then, and I have matured much since this experience. I got into eating fully raw and vegan for health reasons, but it was at that moment that I truly saw and felt the ethical side. There was a dead animal sitting in the middle of the table, and everyone was praying over it. I completely lost it at some point, and I just broke down because in my head, I couldn't distinguish between a turkey and a dog, or a cat, or a cow, or a human. All of these thoughts and emotions engulfed me just as tears were swelling up over my eyes. You can imagine that my family thought I was psycho. My aunts were asking me if I was okay, and my mere response was that I was so happy eating my plate of pears and that I was just happy to be eating this healthy, life-filled food with the people that I love. There's a lot to be said about this story. What I felt, what I saw, the ethics behind eating vegan, the reasons behind eating healthy. You can compartmentalize it however you wish, but they're all related in one form or another. Your health is your health. Everyone has their own path. I have learned that very few will try veganism. Even less may stick with it in a lifetime, and fewer than that will have had moments like I did at this Thanksgiving dinner. I am one of the least judgmental people that you will ever meet. I still have many family members who eat meat. Does it make me love them any less? Absolutely not. No way. I love my family, and it brings me joy to talk about eating healthy with them and answer all of their questions. It brings me joy. I realize that many people watching this video aren't vegan or vegetarian or raw, or maybe you don't even eat healthy. Who knows? That's okay. I'm so glad that you're here because it means that you care enough to be watching this video. You care about food education. I respect you for being here. And I want to be very clear that I'm not asking anyone to go out or be vegan or put anyone down, but I just want to share my experience here because it had a profound impact on me. What I have learned from this is that everyone has their own path. I can try to inspire health, but I can never force it. My goal is to inspire people to incorporate eating at least one fully raw meal a day into their lifestyle, to eat more fruits and veggies, to eat real, fresh food. Everyone feels a difference, even when making the smallest changes in their diet. I'm going to be uploading a video in just a few days on how I overcame a lot of the struggles with my family and social situations. We have come full circle since then. We have come to love each other unconditionally, regardless of what's on our plate or our food beliefs. And because we care about each other so much, we have learned how to care for our health and to help take better care of one another. There is a much larger sense of compassion and more love in our family. We're closer because we've worked through something like this experience that wasn't easy to go through. there's nothing but immense love in my family, and I just want to be able to share that despite this experience. After 10 years of eating fully raw, my parents now, my very cultural parents, now eat 2 fully raw meals a day and are both very close to being 100% vegan. This is huge for them. It's taken 10 years. They believe in my message, and while they may not be perfect, they try to take better care of themselves, and to me, this is what matters the most. My sister lost nearly 20 pounds before her wedding, eating as many raw fruits and vegetables as she could, and she was eating 1 to 2 fully raw meals a day. That's huge. Baby steps create huge change. If you don't want to go full out, that's okay, but just even making the smallest of changes can help you feel better, and it can help you regain your health. I hope this video has inspired you to just think about what you're putting into your body. You are what you eat. Are you eating fresh, life-giving foods? Or are you eating dead, processed, chemical-filled, GMO, are you eating that kind of food? Your body is a temple. It takes care of you every day. How can you give your body what it needs so that it can function at its best? When you approach Thanksgiving, all I ask you to do is think about your food choices. Just think, where are you voting with your dollar, and do your food beliefs match up with what you are actually putting in your body? I'm gonna be putting up a Thanksgiving recipe video, feast video before Thanksgiving, and there are some other holiday fun recipes that are gonna be coming in this challenge. So stay tuned for that if you're looking for more ideas. All right, you guys, I hope that you have appreciated this video. If you've liked it, if you appreciate the message in it, if you've struggled in this kind of way, or if you're even just participating in this challenge and liking it so far, please give this video a thumbs up and comment below, and maybe even share an experience that's similar that you have had. If you guys need more tips, tricks, or recipes on how to go fully raw, please subscribe here to FullyRawKristina, as we have fun getting healthy together and supporting one another. If you want to follow me daily, you can also find me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter, all at FullyRawKristina. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go get ready for the next day of our challenge tomorrow, and I hope that you get to go and do the same. Thank you all so much for being here with me. Sending you all my hugs and my love. Bye.